Sentry going up. Well, I reckon that's that. Hey everybody, you already know what time it is. It's time for some spooky, scary sentries, because, you know, it's already that time of year. You know, Halloween's getting pretty close, and I put this funny sentry here in the little corner. I trust it'll get some kills. Oh, hey, what's this guy doing here? Get out of here.
Reach, that's a genius spot.
Thanks.
And as you can see, my sentry gets a funny 3 kills in this little corner here, and you know, it goes down, but that's probably because it's just so goddamn funny. And I die here, but you know, that was a funny sentry, guys. That was so funny. Okay, look, I get it. You want more funny sentries, okay? Check out this clip. Here I put down a level 2 sentry that I totally meant to put down, and that's a lot of enemies. Oh wow, that is the entire horde. I'm dead. But you know what? That was a funny sentry. Hey everybody, Reach here. And if you hadn't already guessed what this video is about, it's about me committing some tomfoolery on some of the Scream Fortress maps here. You know, the art of the funny sentry. You know, I've always been a engineer main. Engineer is a pretty fun class to, you know, fuck around on. Excuse my language there. But yeah, we're playing on one of the new Scream Fortress maps. If I actually can't remember the name of it right now, so you'll have to forgive me. But yeah, you know, we got some funny sentries coming along the way here, and you know, I die in this first push, but you know, I had already placed my funny sentry beforehand, and you know, look at right here.
What was that?
And that's a funny kill. You know, I think that's a pretty good first sentry spot. Oh, and look at that, I got praised. You see, everybody appreciates those funny sentries. And yes, I am entirely aware that this is just a random video, because, you know, the last TF2 video I did was 2 months ago. But, you know, I don't know why, but I was rewatching some TF2 content, and I was like, you know what? You know what would be a great idea? How about I go out there and, you know, place some funny sentries down? I was already thinking that, you know, maybe it's about time I truly get back into TF2, and you know, what better time to do it than now? It was the same process with Titanfall 2, you know, since Titanfall 2 is getting updates and stuff, you know, and Team Fortress 2 is getting updates now, pretty significant ones actually. So you know, I thought it was about time I finally get my hat in the ring once again, and oh wow. If you hadn't already noticed, this is kind of not scripted. I'm just talking right now. I'm doing everything in one take, so you'll truly be able to experience what I'm thinking right now. And you know, I'm also having a hard time processing this. You know, it's a lot harder than you think. You know, to say stuff on the fly, especially when you're trying to watch something here, because yeah. You can ignore me, but anyways, I have this funny little sentry here in the little corner. I kill an engineer, but it turns out there's also a level 3 funny sentry up there, because, you know, yeah. Moving on to the next funny sentry spot. As you can see here, this is clearly the most optimal spot for max funniness, and as you can see, I have 7 revenge crits, and oop, there is my first victim of my malicious humor. And then here comes a spy. Oh, look at him. He doesn't know what he's doing. And I hit him with, those shots were unclean, but here we go. Obligatory Frontier Justice crits taunt. My sentry did go down, because obviously, you know, you gotta do the funny, and then I kill the heavy, who was just there, I guess. And, you know, I come up here to reconstruct my funny sentry, and, you know, maybe I'm like, hey, maybe I should actually have this overlooking the railway. But then a spy comes up, and I hit him with a random crit, and another random heavy shows up, and that's going to be the end of that funny sentry spot. But here we go. The payload is nearing the final checkpoint here, and you know, as funny engineers must do, I must have a funny sentry spot, and so I clearly put it in the most optimal position to defend it there. And ooh, the horde is just coming and coming, but in a second here, Spy fails the backstab and he goes for my dispenser and teleporter, but then he gets quickly outdone by my level 2 funny sentry that's up there. As you can see, it all worked out, and we totally didn't lose there. Ignore that that crit or that Ubered soldier, and he definitely dies there. Trust me. And now we're on to the next round, and being on the blue side, it's hard to put down funny sentries, but just kidding, we get auto balance. So once again, we are on red, and if you didn't know, obviously being on the red team makes it easier to place down funny sentries, because you can put down funny teleporter exits. And by utilizing the Eureka effect, you know, you can teleport to one of those sneaky teleporters that you hit away, and yeah. But here, I didn't have enough time to set up a level 2 sentry, so, you know, I'm like, all or nothing. So I put that level 1 sentry gun there, and I do surprisingly get a kill. I think I actually get 2 kills here, which is interesting to say the least, because it's a level 1 sentry wide out in the open. But yeah, obviously it gets destroyed, so we move on to this other funny sentry spot, and by this point, they have already gotten the first 2 points, but I have that sentry there right in their spawn. And so I go back to put down a teleporter exit, and yeah, I just have a level 2 sentry here, and I think I do manage to kill this heavy, and that is the end of that funny sentry spot. But hey, we took down a heavy. Now, sadly, blue team is about to cap, but you know what? I want to get at least one more funny kill. So I put a level 3 sentry over here. I tried to bait this demo man into coming around the corner, and funny ragdoll there. And I still managed to get the kill, so you know, 10 out of 10, would play again. And now here we are on Bloodwater, personally one of my favorite spooky, scary TF2 maps. And look at this devious sentry spot right in front of their spawn here. Unfortunately, I don't have enough metal to make it level 2, so before the rest of their team can respawn, I go over here, grab this metal pack, and of course, I do manage to get to level 2, and in just a second, we'll have our first victim, which is this very unfortunate scout who runs right into me and dies. Obligatory taunt. And then a second scout comes in, and there's a third guy in the back, which I didn't even know existed. And then a giant fucking skeleton. So at this point, we've pushed the cart pretty far, but the problem is, red has a pretty solid defense here. But, you know, I'm all about getting behind that defense, so I barely survived this encounter here, and thankfully I had that spell. And of course, since TF2 players have dementia, none of them follow me apparently, and I hardly believe it myself, but you know, here I am, putting down a teleporter exit in this really devious spot, if I do say so myself. I don't shoot that pyro, because obviously I don't want to blow my cover, and you know, I start setting up in here, because you know, yeah, it's time to get devious. And now, I've got this at level 2, and you know, I have a really funny idea. So before I execute it, I wait for the rest of the red team to, you know, go forward, and then guess where I put this funny sentry? Ah, it's right there. Yeah, you don't have to wait to find out. I guess this heavy's not wearing headphones, because he just completely ignores me. But he does kill me because I beefed one of my shots. But I do manage to kill him with the funny sentry. Oh, and look at me. I'm already going back. They did destroy my funny sentry, but here I am again, just to put down another one. Because you know, who doesn't love a good funny sentry, right? I get the medal, and at this point, the pyro from before comes back, and I brutally murder him. And now you may be thinking, oh man, it can't get any funnier than that. And you're right. This one isn't really as good. But you know, it's still pretty funny. It's still in a pretty funny spot. So you know, I sit here in the corner, and this soldier becomes the unfortunate victim of my sick humor. And now we're onto my definitely most favorite map of all time, Ghoul Pit. It's actually my most favorite map, so much so that I have this one clip, just one clip actually. But it's so good because you know I killed the sniper with my panic attack, and I get a random kill off screen, and yeah, that's a video. Oh my god, that was terrible.